What's up, everybody? This is Jason of Auglitical. Let's skip the formalities. So, I did a video about 2 videos ago about this weird person who was going online saying that nothing is going to stop them from invading female spaces. And of course, this is a trans woman, a man, and basically that they're going to be strapped because if you're going to try to stop them or you're going to try to stop a transgender person in their presence, that they was going to use the firearm. That's the reason why they had it. All of this other nonsense. They were doing a call to arms, but it gets much worse. So let's read into this. And of course, we get this off of Redux, Feminist News and Opinion. And it's, again, every time I come on this site, I don't really know how I feel because it's like, wait, so you mean to tell me there are sane feminists out there? Which is actually kind of crazy because I'm actually currently talking to a feminist. She's considered a turf now, but she's all right. She's all right. I mean, I know that there's something a little brain broken, brain broke just a little bit, but it's the okay kind of broken, where it's like, okay, we can tolerate this. So let's get into this. The last mistake you'll ever make. Transgender baby fetishist threatens critics who oppose men in women's spaces. A transgender identified male has gone viral on social media after posting a disturbing video to TikTok, threatening violence against anyone who might attempt to prevent him from using a woman's restroom. I love that on Redux they do not play the game, they call them the specific gender that they are. I it may seem mean to some, but I'm all for it. The user has been found to be a baby fetishist into age play in diapers. Tara J. White, previously known as Thomas J. White, damn, the whole government name, posted the now deleted video on his TikTok account, Tara vs. TW. In the video, he threatens people who object to his presence in the women's restroom, stating that attempting to prevent him from accessing women's spaces will be the last mistake you ever make. Now, you know what's funny about this? Is that I literally titled the video very male-like behavior because here's the thing. Actual women don't act like this. Actual women do not act like this. You know what this really sounds like is like a weird, perverse, twisted form of toxic masculinity that they claim existed because strong men don't do this. This person is a weak man and they're trying to basically push themselves onto something in the best way that they know how by lashing out violently. Again, this is not something women do. You don't hear about women talking about calling to arms to invade men bathrooms. You don't hear none of that. We never, it's actually kind of crazy. I don't even think that men are aware of transgender men in the bathroom. In fact, I think that it's either guys who just go, damn, that guy's kind of more feminine than normal, or damn, that guy, pretty damn ugly. you know, like, like something's off with them, but I can't put my finger on it, and they go to do their business. I don't think that guys know that there's transgender females in the bathrooms, and if there are, at least they're not doing this. I mean, it is what it is. White then goes on to encourage other men who identify as transgender to purchase firearms, saying, "This is a call to arms." The video has been shared across other social media platforms with people expressing outrage. White's call to arms began circling just a week after a horrific shooting at a school in Nashville. Yeah, this is the funniest thing. So after the school shooting that happened in Nashville, right? After the school shooting, you would think, right, that they would learn, okay, you know what, we need to chill out, right? The radicals, you think that they would do that. Instead, sorry, they're being told everything's okay, we're for them, the White House stands for you, the Biden administration stands with you, and all of this other nonsense. And it's like, what? Are you crazy? Involving a transgender student and the subsequent arrest of a trans-identified male who had planned mass murders at churches and schools. And here's the video again, because I'm pretty sure the video's here.
I dare you to try and stop me from going into a women's bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make. I dare you to try and stop a transgender woman in my presence from using the bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make. This is a call to action and a call to arms. You need to arm up. Plain and simple. Go out, buy a gun. Learn how to use it efficiently.
Again, this was not like, haha, I made a joke and you can roll this back. No, this is an actual person who is dangerous, right? Let's not sugarcoat it. This person is dangerous. Now, if they're talking a big game, and I guess for the most part they probably are talking a bunch of shit that they're writing checks their body can't cash. I'm just gonna put it like that, right? But again, at this point, you deserve to have the spotlight on you because you're a whack job. And if you're saying shit that you think sounds cool, you're involving other people. Again, I'm done with the nonsense. Although White's video has since been taken down by TikTok. Really? TikTok took it down. He addressed some of the criticism he has received in a recent post. I don't care if I lose this account. Report it all you want. I'm still going to use women's restrooms and women locker rooms, he stated in a follow-up video. White has since released multiple videos addressing negative comments, specifically those demanding he stop using the women facilities, taunting users. In his TikTok bio, White refers to himself as a polytrans lesbian. Wait, so he likes women? Wait, then what was the point of... Anyway, with poly used as slang for polyamorous, being in a relationship with multiple sexual partners, he also boasts that he is back with a vengeance and has several other social media accounts including through Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Clapper. On one of his Twitter accounts, White describes himself as a diaper trans. I thought it said dapper. No, that says diaper. Diaper trans mommy and trans fandom. White posts hardcore pornography on the account, including photos of himself wearing diapers. Yo, this is disgusting. Wearing diapers and children's clothes using the Tandu TWSTW. White again threatened violence against those uncomfortable with him using the women's restroom. So understand this, right? Anybody who goes against this person's thing, he is threatening violence, right? So we're not just talking about men that will stop this. We're also talking about women that will stop this. We're also talk about women who will see their child in the bathroom, see this person go in and get their child out, or try to stop them from getting their child out, or whatever. This is disgusting. And every single time it's like every single time they can't help but be freaks every single time. I feel so bad for the actual people who are trans, who are just doing what they need to do. They plan things out properly. They understand not to go into a woman's restroom. They plan things out. They go to other places to use restrooms unless it's their house, right? They're smart about the way that they move because they understand that they are abnormal. They are unique. Nothing's wrong with that. We have a problem when you sit there and you start threatening people, especially our children and our women. What is so hard about understanding that? I am someone who doesn't want to see any harm happen to kids, but I will not tolerate some big fat hairy neckbeard threaten any trans girl for simply wanting to be safe and use the woman's restroom. What do you mean? What do you mean be safe? What do you mean? Who's going to attack you? Men? I'm sorry. If I feared something, I would avoid it. Why would you put that attention on yourself by going into a female's restroom when you know it's wrong? But then again, some of them's reality is so warped, right? They've been bending reality so hard, they really do believe that just because they call themselves women and gender is a social construct, now they're women. But personally, why would you put yourself in danger? If you know there's some men that's not trying to hear none of that, when you know there are mothers that's not trying to hear that, why would you do that? And this whole thing about you don't want to see any harm happen to kids, you're full of shit. I'm not hearing that. That's bullshit. Go on with your dirty diapers. Do whatever. That's weird. On White's Instagram, he has posted an image of condoms on of condoms on a Bible and complain how polyamorous trans lesbians are not accepted in the lesbian community. Because what's the okay? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm not gonna even sit here like I understand what the hell a polyamorous trans lesbian is. A lesbian is a woman who likes girls, right? Polyamorous meaning open relationship, trans meaning you believe you're another gender, and lesbians. Ultimately, it's like, okay, so you're gay with extra steps. No, sorry. You couldn't cut it as a man, so you want to be a woman, but you have women. Well, I'm getting okay. I'm getting confused. I can't. I have received hatred from the lesbian community because I'm transgender. I know that a lot of lesbians have been given a huge misconception about the trans female community by the alphabet mafia. I can sympathize with that. I have also received negativity for being polyamorous as well. I have multiple girlfriends. Yo, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And if you do have people that are your girlfriends, they're all I guarantee you, every single one of this person's girlfriends look like if you leave them alone and you don't supervise them, you'll find them playing in cat litter. We're talking about the average Antifa members. You know, when they were peacefully protesting, how they always look off, like they all look like test tube babies that was shooken up a little bit too much. You know, they added a little bit something extra in the FEV and Fallout. That's how they were made with the super mutants. Man, this is wild. I have multiple girlfriends that I love more than life itself, and they love me. How could you love somebody? You're polyamorous. You don't know what love is. I don't. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. I think that is super rare for a person who's polyamorous to really truly love multiple people at a time because ultimately, when you think about it, when you love somebody, when you are in a relationship with somebody, if you have two people that you love, one of them you love less. Can you truly say that you love that person at that point? Again, I find it really weird. It is really weird. Despite being a male who actively seeks to use women's spaces, White has expressed support for conservative policies. In 2018, White started a podcast called Tranny versus the World, on which he criticizes social justice warriors and libtards and expresses support for Donald Trump. Hey, I'm Tara J, transgender gamer. Yo, so this person is just everywhere. This person tried everything. Everything. And I guess that eventually, when shit did not work, well, no, they were transgender in 2018. But this does not sound like a. This sounds like a person who something happened and they cracked. Transgender gamer girl not on the loony spectrum. Not on the loony spectrum. I'm not crazy. I just want to go in the bathroom with women. Oh, and if you don't let me, I'm strapped. And you know what? I'm going to tell everybody else that follows my ideology to also hurt other people. I'm not crazy. I also believe in protecting children. Now, excuse me, I have to do a diaper change. Grown ass adult walking around in a diaper. Man, again, just your average redneck, gamer girl that loves guns and stuff. Not a typical snowflakes nor feminazi. Just a chick with a it's just a chick with a dick. Yeah, there's no such thing as a chick with a dick, bro. There's no such thing. Who practices common sense and love her constitution. The description of the podcast reads on Spotify. During one episode dedicated to sex, White proclaimed, men line up to fuck me. No, they don't! Bro.
I dare you to try and.
Bro, there are no men lining up to fuck this thing. There are no men. There are no actual men. Right? We're not talking about sorry excuses of things that don't know what their gender are. We're not talking about fucking soy boys and all of this other shit that'll fuck anything. You know, Savannah did a video recently. I forgot what her last name is. And she did a video where she went, and she was talking about basically, uh, is a trans woman a woman? And everybody was like, hell no, because when you really put boots on the ground and you speak to people, right? People are not really for that shit. But one group, two dudes popped up. It was two groups. It was two dudes, and they was like, "Oh, is a trans female. Will we hit that? Yeah, we hit that. We're from Seattle, and it's like, again, those are your demographic, you weirdo. Those are not real men. But then again, they even out at themselves. We're from Seattle, so we're all for it. Man, listen, where were we? White proclaimed men line up to fuck me, bro. Get out of here, man. Prior to changing his name to Tara, White was known as Thomas, who lived in Langston, Kansas. On his historic Facebook account, White posted videos from his wedding to a woman who he appears to have divorced. So that's what I'm guessing happened, bro. I'm guessing the relationship went bad and you lost your mind like Mr. Beast's coworker or whatever. And that shit does happen. I said that before. Like, there are some women out there, bro, that they hurt men deep. And men do not have that structure to really recover. We got to do everything on our own. When we're hurting, we got to take that shit in stride. We got to take that shit in stride. Some women don't even know that they hurt men as deeply as they do. And some men don't recover. Some men get a chip on their shoulder. Shoulder. Some men hate the thing so much that they hate the thing so much that hurt them, they want to appropriate it and become it. It's ridiculous. Disturbingly, White posted several screenshots to his Facebook in 2015 of private messages from his sister suggesting he had severe anger issues and had been emotionally or even physically abusive towards her. White posted the screenshots in an apparent effort to bully or taunt the woman further. Because, of course, they always bully women, the thing that they want to be. I don't. What is this? Okay, so I'm guessing this is her, right? And she says, "Well, mine's pissed at both your worthless asses because you can't even pay your own phone bill. And now hers is turned off because you're still so irresponsible and immature. And I could care less what you think of me. You have so much anger in you and you need help. You are also forgetting how you treated me and Ma growing up. And did you forget how you treated your first wife? So he had multiple wives, and I'm guessing they're all divorced now. None of them worked. That's why she divorced your worthless woman beating." Oh, shit. Can I ask a question? Why is it that a lot of these trans people, and of course, when I say this, I'm talking about the radicals. I'm not talking about the normal ones. But why is it all these times we always hear about these trans people that's always coming out and et cetera, and they're always on the forefront, right? They don't give a shit about women. They tend to be murderers. They tend to be rapists. Some of them even do it because they know that they can get more leniency on their sentencing. Why is it every single time we cover these stories, we always find out that they're abusive towards women, that they don't really give a fuck about women, but they'll claim I get it. They want to wear women's skin, right? This is like some predator shit, like predator. Like, this is predator and also predator, like the fucking, I forgot the aliens that they call them. The actual name, it starts with a K. The Kojoji, whatever. It's some predator like fucking behavior. TJ, you really need help with all that anger. You know nothing about what goes on in this house, and calling me names like a child doesn't hurt me anymore. Okay, so I'm guessing that this person was an asshole from the get-go. So this was before he was married and all of this. In another message posted by White, his sister accuses him of having been physically abusive towards his ex-wife. On his Facebook, White, who claims to have previously served in the U.S. Navy and as a firefighter, frequently posted pictures of the Confederate flags, writing supporting messages about its symbolism. What? Why is there even controversy over this? The whole flag thing is stupid. The Confederate flag is not a symbol of hate or racism. It's a symbol of bravery and patriotism. What White wrote in a quote superimposed over a Confederate flag image. Removing the Confederate flag due to it being offensive to blacks is like removing the American flag because it's offensive to Native Americans. White ends the post by saying, "Before people accuse me of it, no, I'm not racist." Actually, the Confederate flag is not. Isn't that supposed to be the soul of the South? Like, that has nothing to do with racism, right? But then again, we live in a day and age where everything that was once good, that probably stood for something decent that people can get behind, eventually ends up becoming perverted by something, right? The Lincoln Project, The Lincoln Project, right? Play on words, of course. Black Lives Matter, right? Or feminist second and third wave, fourth wave feminism, all this other crazy shit, where it used to be supposedly about equality for both, which I would have never had been on that. I would have never had been on that ride. But then it turned into supremacy and domination, right? I mean, shit, we're cancer. I remember they tried to get rid of they were trying to get rid of a Abraham Lincoln statue saying that he was a slave owner, even though he fought to also end slavery. I mean, they got rid of Aunt Jemima, right? So I mean, of course, you just have people that's outraged over everything. It's history. Why would you get rid of history and then claim we don't have history? Why would you try to get rid of history? Of course, it's to rewrite history, right? Because instead of learning from your mistakes, which these people are heading towards to try to repeat them, right? In some places right now, they're actually practicing segregation, right? Why would you sit there and try to erase history instead of learn from it? Tell you, man, it's bugged out. White also posted anti-Black Lives Matter content and made derogatory remarks about Muslims. Damn. In a post from 2015, White shared a screenshot of a man encouraging Americans to smear their money in bacon grease when patronizing Muslim-owned. Oh, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up, bro. Writing, let's see what is stronger, their faith or their greed. In response to the post, White praised the plan, writing, this guy has the best way to really fist all filthy Muslims in the ass with no loop. Ew, man. Ew, man. What is wrong with this guy? This guy has the best way to really fist all filthy Muslims in the. Oh, why am I reading that? Why am I reading that? I am doing this to all my bills that I get, even my change too. I have a can of Yoder's bacon chock full of pig fat to last me a very long time of quoting my money. White appears to have begun transitioning in 2017. Again, why it's always these people who has a history of just being bad people, and then they end up transitioning, and then it's like a shield or some shit. They think it's a shield or something, and they get away with murder a lot of times. This is ridiculous, and it needs to stop.